Hey, Coach. Welcome to another live stream here with me, Sha-day Johnson, in the Automated and Abundant Coaches Facebook group. I almost messed that up because I'm still kind of used to saying the Paper Bell Society Facebook group, which is no longer. I mean, we still talk all about Paper Bell here, but now it's the Automated and Abundant Coaches Facebook group. So thank you for joining me. Today, we're going to be talking all about systems, and I'm going to be sharing 3 must-have systems that you need to have to grow your coaching business. So if you're seeing me for the first time, hi, I'm Sha-day, and I am the tech strategist and YouTuber for coaches, and I focus on teaching you how to streamline and automate your coaching business. So today, we're going to be sharing I'm going to be sharing the systems that you need to grow your coaching business, as well as the tech tools that you can use to actually implement them. So go ahead and say hello inside of the chat down below. And let me see who's already here. Oh, hello, Lakeisha. So good to see you in Ohio. Awesome. I've been wanting to visit Ohio. I have a friend there and I have not visited her yet. And I see someone else that says, hey, hello, Facebook user. So I do have an update to this. So as you can see, when I bring your comment up on the screen, I can't see your picture, but I can see Lakeisha's, right? So the reason why is because you need to give permission to Restream, which is the tool that I'm using to go live, to see your information. So I'm going to put that link in the chat right now if you want to give Restream the permission to see your name and face. If not, no big deal. I can always see afterwards who is commenting because I can just go on my phone, but it's just like while I'm doing this, I can't see it. So hopefully that's helpful to everyone. Okay. So, and even better, if you don't want to give permission, just tell me your name so that I know. So Sylvia, welcome back, Sylvia. I love when I have repeat watchers because then it's like we're building our little community here. I love it. So hello, and Charlotte, North Carolina. I haven't been there either. I'm sorry. I'm all the way on the other coast in sunny California. But maybe one day, I'll be over there. I have visited like New York, and I've been to Jersey. That's about it over on the East Coast. Oh, I've been to Florida as well, but I haven't made some trips to all the other states, but someday I will. So thank you so much for joining me live. Now let's go ahead and get into these 3 systems. I promised myself I was going to keep this short because I actually have stuff to do tonight. So, and I don't want to keep you, waiting forever. But I feel like I was going to say something else and now I just forgot it. Okay, it'll come to me. Oh, that's what it was. If you have any questions while I am sharing these systems, feel free to leave them in the comments. And if you are watching the replay, you can still leave your comment and I will get back to you. So let's go ahead and get started with the first system, which is you need a lead generation system for your coaching business, also known as lead gen. So you need to have a way that you are bringing in leads to your business, ideally every single day, because if not, then you're not going to be making any money. And we can't have that because we are all about abundance here in the Automated and Abundant Coaches Facebook group, right? So definitely need to have a lead gen system. Now, what can that look like? My personal favorite, and it's because it's the one I have the most experience with, is having a Facebook group. So when you have a Facebook group, you design that Facebook group for attracting your ideal client. So let's say you're a business coach who wants to work with, let's say women who have corporate jobs and want to start their own business. Then you're going to start a Facebook group with some sort of title that incorporates that. And then here's the key, especially in the beginning of having your Facebook group, you actually need to be reaching out to people and inviting them so that way your group can grow. And eventually, Facebook will start to just recommend the group and you'll start to see it grow kind of on its own. But for sure, in the beginning, you definitely want to be actively networking, meeting other people in Facebook groups or, somewhere online so you can say, hey, come join my group if it's an ideal fit for them. And then because that is a lead generating system for you, or a lead generating mechanism, I should say, um, it's important that once you do, let's say you do choose the Facebook group route, then you want to create a workflow for yourself for actually starting conversations with those people. So, for example, if you're in my group, you know that I DM you to say hello and welcome, and then to find out more about you. Sometimes guys don't respond, but that's okay. I know not everybody wants to get messages on Facebook, but for those who do, we end up having a great conversation, and I try to find ways to help you the best way I can. So that is one way to get leads. Of course, if you don't want to create a Facebook group, there's also, having a presence on Instagram or even YouTube. There's lots of free ways these days to generate leads online, which is great. I think the key is to, first of all, be consistent with it, but then also have that back end workflow where you're actually reaching out to those people and actually having conversations. That I've noticed is definitely a uh, a very important distinguishment. I don't think that's a word. That is a very important key. Is if you're going to start interacting with people online, you actually do have to have conversations with them if you want them to be willing to work with you. So let me see. I see the chat blowing up. Oh, we have Terry. Oh my gosh, Terry from Raisin City, California. Oh my gosh, I'm from California. I don't even know where that is. Is that in the north, the south? Where are we talking about? Do they eat raisins there? That was silly. Okay. Denise from New Jersey, welcome. Finally, you made it to my live. That makes me so happy. Thank you so much for joining. And I assume this is Sylvia. It says Facebook user, but you said, I love that you reached out to me and had a welcome message and session with me. I love that personal touch. Awesome. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I try really hard. And for me, it's not all about selling. It's about actually making a connection with you, because I do love coaches so much. And even if you're not going to like buy anything from me, I still want you to feel welcome in the community and feel like you are a valued member. So that is why I make such a big deal about that. So you should too. And it goes a long way in building your brand as well, because obviously I'm trying to build a brand that shows, hey, I am here to help coaches. I am an actual human that wants to help you any way I can, or at least, on the tech side of things, and we can chat. So love that. So the first system is a lead generation system. Now, the next system, hold on, I kind of lost my notes screen here. There we go. The next system that you're going to want to implement is a client management system. So once you actually sign a client, congratulations, that's amazing. You want to make sure you're actually giving them that positive, amazing VIP experience. And so there's a lot of different things that can go into this, but the main thing is definitely making sure you have a way to communicate with them. So obviously email is going to be like the primary way, right? So if you are emailing them, make sure you have it set up to where you have, notes on your calendar where it's like, I'm going to check in with this person because, they're a valued client. If you haven't heard from them in a while and yet they bought 12 sessions from you and haven't booked anything, we need a way to make sure we're actually managing their progress and reaching out to them when needed. But another thing that sometimes gets overlooked, especially in the beginning of your coaching business, could be actually asking for feedback, aka asking for a testimonial. So there's ways that you can set up automations, which I will share, to automatically make sure an email goes out asking for feedback, asking for a testimonial once you've completed work with a client. So, definitely establishing a way to monitor a client's progress, asking for feedback, and communicating with them is going to make sure that you actually have um, a system that's in place that's going to really nurture your client and make them feel welcomed and make them feel like they want to work with you again, or better yet, refer you because their experience was so amazing with you. Okay. And then, so that's the second system. And the third, ooh, I can't get my fingers right. The third system is a client onboarding process or system. So I've talked about this before, both live, and then I also have probably a couple videos on my YouTube channel about the client onboarding process. This is very important because it goes hand in hand really with the client communication portion, but you want to make sure everything is seamless when someone gets onboarded. So when you are onboarding someone, it's basically boils down to a few steps, which is one, obviously you have maybe a discovery call with them or a DM conversation with them that says, "Hey, I want to work with you." Great. So what do you say, or what happens after they say, "Yes, I want to work with you"? The next step is, "Hey, here's how you make a payment. Here's how you sign my contract. And here's how you book a session with me." And so now the next, it might feel like a challenge to you is, well, how do I even set up those types of things? How do I set up how you make a payment, how you make how do you sign a contract, and how do you sign up for your first session? So of course you can do this all with my favorite tool, Paperbell. And Paperbell is the all-in-one tool that handles the scheduling, payments, contract signing, as well as client management. So you're going to be able to do or create 2 out of 3 of these systems just using Paperbell. So Legion, sorry, it's not going to do that for you. You got to have a different way of doing that, which we already talked about. But when it comes to having a client onboarding system as well as a client management and communication system, you can establish all of that using Paperbell. So within Paperbell, you're going to be able to set up your coaching package that you want to sell. So then you'll have a link that you can provide to people to say, "Hey, click here to go ahead and make a payment, sign that contract, and book your first session with me." It's going to walk them through all of that automatically once you have it all set up. And then, in addition to that onboarding process, they also have an automated email feature where you can set up automated emails to regularly go out to your clients to ask for testimonials or to do check-ins or to just get any sort of feedback that you want while they're going through your program. So you guys know I love me some Paperbell. And so if you're not already signed up with Paperbell and you're like, okay, I do want to check out what's going on with it and get your free account created, you can use my link, which is shadayjohnson.com/Paperbell. And let me actually bring it up on the screen here so that you know how to spell my name, because I know it's not the easiest thing. I know it looks like Shada. I've dealt with it my whole life. Debated changing the spelling, but it's too much paperwork. So here we are. This is what we're doing. But shadayjohnson.com/Paperbell is where you can go to get your free account created and see if it's the right fit for you. Now, also, I do have a course all about Paperbell. It's called Power Up with Paperbell. And right now I am running a nice little promotion where you can buy the first 2 modules of the course for just $9. So if you go to shadayjohnson.com/try power up, that is where you can get that $9 deal. Now, the course itself does come with multiple modules because it literally is a complete a complete course that teaches you how to use Paperbell to create your complete backend system for your coaching business. So if you are someone who finds yourself scrambling behind the scenes every time someone says, "Yes, I do want to work with you," then that is your sign today that you do need a course to help you go ahead and implement that back end system for you. So let me actually share my screen really quick so you can see more information about this, because I do think it's going to be super helpful for you. Where is my screen? Here we go. Share. Okay, so when you go to shadayjohnson.com/try power up, you'll see this screen, and up top, you'll just click the buy now to go ahead and get that $9 promotion to um, access the first two modules. And the first two modules are all about how to correctly set up and optimize your Paperbell account, as well as how to properly set up your calendar and availability. So let me actually also put this link in the chat, because I never do that. And someone did it last week and I was so happy. And I was like, "Oh, why haven't I done that? Hello, what are you doing, Sade?" Okay, try power up. There we go. So that way it's easily clickable for you guys. So like I said, this is the complete Paperbell course. It's the first one. I know that because I researched and I was like, nobody has this. So clearly I have to create it. So it's the first Paperbell course for coaches. If you want to create a low maintenance yet efficient backend system that will grow your business to 10K plus months, but without tech overwhelm, because I'm all about keeping things very simple. So I have a whole little, sales page here for you to go through, but really what I want to get to is the modules. So here, I explained that you get immediate access to the entire system if you choose to, buy the whole thing. If not, then you get access to these first two modules, which are all about the account setup as well as the calendar and availability. But like I said, this is really an entire system, because I also go over how to create your packages, how to create your contracts, how to create those automated emails, how to customize your Paperbell shop. I include templates for that. I go over the entire client journey so you can see everything that your client is going to see on their end, so that you can feel confident that this is something you actually want to be representing your brand. I also go over how to manage your daily client management and different things that come up with that, as well as business management. Then we get into creating integrations if you want to like take it a step above Paperbell. And then I also go over working with a team. So I think this course is amazing, obviously myself, but I've had students tell me that this has been like life-changing for them, because they finally got everything set up so that they could actually focus on coaching their clients rather than focusing on figuring out all the tech on the back end. It's like you have this course, you set it up, and you're done, And then, of course, I also include bonuses such as the coaching packages and pricing planner and the map out your client VIP day planner, as well as 7 ways to make sales, no email list required. It's a little mini course if you pay in full. So again, I think this is a great investment for you. So I hope you will try out the first two modules, at least by going to shadayjohnson.com/try power up. And let's see, if you have any questions, definitely let me know. Oh, and thank you for typing in the link. I appreciate that. I assume that's Sylvia. I appreciate it. So I'll do a quick recap in case, because I saw people jumped on a little after I'd already set the 3 systems. So if you missed it, the 3 must-have systems are: 1, a lead gen system. You need leads to make money. Okay. Number 2, you need a client management system. And 3, you need a client onboarding system. The last 2 can all be achieved with Paperbell, my favorite tool for coaches. And if you are interested in learning how to use Paperbell, all of its features, all of that, you can definitely look into my course, Power Up with Paperbell, and get those first 2 modules for just $9. Or if you want to get the whole thing, of course, you can do that too. So, okay, Lakeisha, you said you'll send me a DM later. Love it. You know, I love DMs. And if anyone has any questions, you can definitely leave them in the comments, or you can send me a DM here on Facebook. I'm always open to your questions and also any suggestions for future live trainings, because I'd love to give you the info that you need to streamline and automate your business. Sometimes I don't know what you want to know. So it's helpful for me if you tell me. So just let me know. All right. Thank you so much. Oh, here we go. I have one last comment. Let's see. Love your training methodology. It's just so smooth and easy to follow along. Oh, you're gonna make me cry. That makes me so happy. Thank you. Because I try really hard. Okay, I try. Thank you. That's very sweet. Oh, okay. Okay, one more question. Let's see. When do you use Paperbell versus website versus Flowdesk for landing pages? Good question. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna try to make this as smooth and seamless as possible, because I'm like, I could go in a lot of different directions with this. But when you're using Paperbell, first of all, okay, so when you're using Paperbell, you create your packages. So let's say you have a one-on-one program that you sell, and it's called Create Your Business. So you're going to create your package that's called Create Your Business, and you're going to set it up inside of Paperbell. And when you do that, it's going to automatically create its own landing page within Paperbell, and you can send that link to people to buy that program directly. Okay. Now, if you have a website, you can still use Paperbell, but what's going to happen is on your website, let's say you have, sha-dayjohnson.com, and someone goes there, and then you have a menu option that says work with me. You will need, you have the option, since you have the website, to make that work with me menu or work with me button that you have on your website link directly to Paperbell. That's actually something we cover inside of Power Up with Paperbell. Let me see. Let me go back to my modules. That's under module 10. Oh, wait, no, is it module 10? Hold up. Yeah, module 10 is where we discuss how to integrate everything with your website, because you can also add your calendar availability to your website. And then you can add, your packages, the links to there. Now, when you're using Flowdesk is an email service provider. So that is completely separate from Paperbell. And I do highly recommend having an email service provider. My personal preferred one is ConvertKit, but there's nothing wrong with Flowdesk. ConvertKit is just the one that I have the most experience with, and really like all the features. But Flowdesk, I've heard wonderful things about that too. So I'm assuming you're saying that Flowdesk maybe has their own landing pages, because I know ConvertKit does as well. So the Flowdesk landing page is going to be different because the Flowdesk landing page is made to create. Sorry, it's made to collect email leads. So if I go to your Flowdesk landing page, most likely you have that set up to be like the freebie that you've created and that you want me to download. So that's going to be totally separate from Paperbell, because with Paperbell, you're using that to sell your services, versus a Flowdesk landing page, you're using that to get people onto your email list. So hopefully that explains everything and is like the 60 seconds that I use to do that. But to answer to sum that up, you can actually use all three of those things in conjunction with each other to really build out your complete behind the scenes framework. And I actually talked about that particularly in my backend blueprint challenge, which I know some of you have purchased the replay to that. So I talked about how when you are, creating your business, there's lots of different tools that you need in the background that will do different things. So the primary one is going to be Paperbell, because that's like your bread and butter, where you're selling your coaching packages and people are actually paying you. But then you also do need the email service provider to be collecting leads and to, send out those emails, nurture your leads, promote your services. all of that. And then down the line, you can also create a website. Now, I say down the line because a website is not necessary to start making money in your coaching business. It's definitely nice to have, but it's not required. And I've seen and personally experienced this myself that we tend to use creating a website as a way to procrastinate and think that we're doing, oh, I'm working on my business. I'm creating a website, DIY, where you're really need to be focused on income generating activities or money making activities, as I like to say. But let me not go off on that tangent. So hopefully that answers your question. Let's see. Okay, I said I was only going to be here on here for 15 minutes and it's already 25 minutes. Okay, but I see more questions and I love, love, love the questions. Please keep them coming. So someone says, wondering if it would be useful to create a lead capture landing page and redirect after they enter their email address to Paperbell program page. Love this question. Okay, so when I get questions like this, my brain starts spinning because I'm like, I am all about strategy and business strategy and marketing strategies, and I just love all of that. So I'm deciding how I want to answer this. I definitely think it could be useful. So Okay, so what you're actually referring to is what we call a tripwire. So I use tripwires. They're very effective. So what you're saying is you want to create a landing page that you'll use to collect someone's email. So like I had just explained, that could be where you've created a freebie and they enter in that their email address, and then it goes, once they hit submit, it goes to the next page, which is like a thank you page. And so sometimes that thank you page can just say literally, thank you so much for, downloading this freebie. It's on your way to the inbox. However, you can also use set that thank you page as like what they call a tripwire to get them to do something else. So in your case, you're saying maybe it will go directly to your Paperbell program page. So I don't think it should go directly to the Paperbell program page. And the only reason I'm saying that is because let's say I click submit and then it did go to just your package for Paperbell. It's not, I'm going to be like, what is this? I don't understand. It could be a little discombobulating. However, if you set up a thank you page that says, thank you, your download's on the way, but here is the link to my Facebook group so we can continue to, so you can become a part of my community, or here is, you could say, okay, here's my package that I sell, but just in my experience, it doesn't tend to like convert as much. Does that make sense? So you want it to be something that's not necessarily like, yes, buy my $2,500 coaching program, because I'm gonna be like, wait a minute, I just downloaded this freebie. I don't even know you yet, So I hope that's making sense, that I do like this concept, but it might not necessarily, that thank you page may not necessarily need to be your Paperbell page. It could be something like, join my Facebook group or follow me on Instagram, something like that. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, let's see. So someone said every system seems to have a landing page. My head spins. I know. It's a lot. That's exactly why I say just focus on Paperbell, especially if you're in the beginning of your business, because you potentially could waste so much time figuring out all these different landing pages when really you just need to be promoting your Paperbell stuff because that's what's going to generate you income. Okay. And okay, you said, thank you for explaining Flowdesk versus Paperbell. Makes sense. Oh, I'm so glad. Okay, awesome. Okay, so I think that's all the comments. Oh, and 29 minutes. I love it. I'm so proud of myself. And I'm only rushing just because I do have something to do. but I'm not like rushing you guys. Like, please ask all the questions. I love all the questions. I love spending time with you. And these questions actually let me know that you guys are, first of all, paying attention to what I'm saying. I appreciate that. But it lets me know what areas you need help with so I can create future trainings. Maybe I need to look a little closer into Flowdesk and, teach you guys about that versus just ConvertKit. I don't know. Maybe I need to create a training about landing pages. So thank you so much for joining this live stream. I come here every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific, and this is inside of the Automated and Abundant Coaches Facebook group. I'm Sha-day Johnson signing off. Let me go ahead and just put my link up here in case you forgot. shadayjohnson.com/try power up is where you can get the first 2 modules of my course, Power Up with Paper Bell, for just $9. So hope to see you there, and I will see you inside of the group. Bye.